Watercooler, Watercooler, Watercooler.
Hello and welcome to Watercooler, episode number 247, also known as 69 plus 69 plus 69 plus 40. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is the show where I, Chris Loxamana, hang out with my Corolla digital buds, drink some tropical IPAs, and kick it Philly style. With me today, Kalen Beans here.
What's going on?
Hey, Kalen.
Hi.
I'm excited to be talking with you and podding with you once again.
So exciting.
Mike Dawson's here.
Yeah, dude, turning it over a new leaf with your show prep in the 69s, brother.
Oh, yeah, you know. Just
well
done.
done.
I don't want to be known as the show that just does incorrect math the entire time.
Right. No, we're math. We're pro math.
Yeah. We're pro math. Gary Smith's here.
What's up? What's up?
What's up? And the guy I saved for last.
Birthday boy.
Happy birthday, brother.
Woo!
Hey, brother.
Yes.
Hey, brother.
Happy birthday, Matt.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Hermano.
It's good to be old.
It is good to be old.
By the way, did anyone fact check Chris on that number, or is just because he said it?
No, he said it with
definitively,
confidence.
We're
Yeah.
all just
We're all
gonna
good with
accept
it.
that?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
I definitely didn't do the math.
That's why I said it so fast.
Yeah.
So
Good
nobody would go back and check the tape. Whew. So the reason we're a little later this week, it's Labor Day week. We celebrate the whole week. And Matt's birthday, there was a lot going on. The whole schedule of Corolla has been turned upside down. So we apologize for coming out a little later. But we are still doing our regular episode, which is right now.
That's
and
this one.
And our Patreon episode, which we'll record right after this. So you could tune in to that one right after this. If you're on Patreon, just go to patreon.com/watercooler. All right, well, before we get into some of Matt's birthday festivities, we do have a Shay. We also have a Flickin'. I want to mention, since we're talking about Watercooler, we also have another hangout, a place where we can hang out virtually. And I'm talking about, we finally got it, Kalen, a Watercooler Facebook group.
Oh, yeah.
My
What I'm-
favorite Facebook group.
Yeah,
What?
definitely one of the best ones.
It is. I'll say it's the best one.
It is the
It's the
best
best
one.
Facebook group.
Definitely.
And I'm talking about the Bobo Boy Army Worldwide LLC Facebook group. It's very easy to find. Just go to facebook.com/group/Bobo Boy Army Worldwide LLC. and you will find the hangout. I'll read some of the comments. There are a lot of great posts. Joe Urbanek, he put a post up just as there are two rules for this Facebook group. Respect all women.
Yep.
And be pro puppy. Yes, we can do that.
Now, I like those rules. He's missing a few of them, but those are a good start.
It's a good start. Yes,
good
and
start.
everybody could comment below and chime in, which is nice. Tommy Loretto, he writes, "Hey, not to be a total dork or anything, but where is the claw drop from?"
Wow.
And
Now, that
Even
person
I know
has
that.
person has to have been born in the 90s, right?
Well,
because it's a 90s movie.
It could be my
or in
age.
the 70s.
Because
yeah.
I only know because you guys told me.
Right.
Well, someone responded that it was from Toy Story. The claw.
Yeah,
Which I
pretty
do
close.
need to get that drop.
There is. He decides who will go and who will stay.
Yeah, I should get that one too.
That's a
a
great
good one.
point.
That is a great claw drop.
But it's from Liar Liar, Jim Carrey
Yep.
doing the claw. And who's the other guy? What's his name?
Carrie Elwes.
Carrie Elwes. Very, very great actor as well, and very funny.
His friends call him Yules.
Yeah, probably.
What's up,
yeah.
Mr.
I
Yules?
never
Here's
pronounced
him,
it properly.
Yules.
Oh, you're scared of the claw.
That's all right.
All right, I'll just read a couple more comments here. Gary Simpson wants to know, on the Facebook group, he's talking about Patreon. Hey, are the Patreon episodes bonus content?
Yeah, dude. Fully.
absolutely.
We all agree on
Full
that.
bonus.
Stella George.
Stock up on your Stokens, bro.
Oh, we get tons of Stokens available at Patreon. Stella George, she put a picture up of a flower with a bunch of holes and admits that she has trypophobia, fear of holes. And it took a lot in her to post that picture because she loves Watercooler so
Why a
much.
flower?
I don't know. It's just a picture with a lot of holes. It actually did kind of give me anxiety if you get mesmerized by it and stare at it long enough. And Joe Giachero, some people just like to watch the world burn. He put on the Facebook group
You can't do that.
a lasagna.
You can't do that in that voice.
some.
Do it as Biggie or something. You got to do something.
I'll do it as Biggie as Michael
Caine.
Caine. Some people just like to watch the world burn.
God,
Some
that
men.
was just.
I think we found the key to your
Yes.
impressions.
Cool.
You need to do an impression of somebody doing an impression of somebody else.
Yeah.
Well, Joe Charo just likes to watch the world burn.
That's really
And he put up a poll of lasagna versus surf and turf,
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
which, by the way, is lasagna 24, surf and turf 23. So it's still very close. It's
We really
crazy.
stumbled on something here.
There's something going on.
Now, I was fortunate enough to see the poll when it was 6 versus 9, which I thought was beautiful.
That is beautiful. I hope you screenshotted it.
Shattered is the real.
Screenshotted it.
Shatty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Screen shatty. That's plural screenshots. And Alfalfa Tea Sprout. I don't know if that's his real. Is that a real name?
I hope so.
Isn't Alfalfa from the Little Stooges?
Little
Little
rascals.
rascal.
Little Stooges was
Pretty cool.
I get my
great show, though.
1940s shitty TV mixed up.
The Little Stooges.
That was on right after the Three Rascals, right?
Yeah. It's when they were young. Larry, Curly, and Moe were just kids hanging out, still bopping each other on the heads. And lastly, Joe he put out.
Wait, what did Alfalfa say?
Oh, he just wanted everybody. He put a picture up of his new puppy, a German wire-haired pointer,
Nice.
and he just had everybody pitch in ideas for names.
What
for
a
the dog.
wonderful, positive place this is.
It's a cool hangout. Lastly, Joe. We got a lot of Joes in the group. Joe Weigand writes, "Let's just go ahead and get this out of the way." And I want your guys' opinion on this too.
That's
'cause
Joe Cool.
Joe Cool, yes. He writes, "What's the official way to type out the Bobo Boy bark?" Now we have Ruff, we have Woof Woof, we have Arf.
Woof.
We have Joey Lawrence's Woof. I don't know. I've done it every single way, to be honest. I usually when somebody barks at me, I try to type it a different way back,
That's clever.
just to show that the variety is
Oh,
welcome.
you rapscallion, you.
But Woof Woof is
Woof
kind of
Woof, I feel like, is
WOOF.
pretty
times 2.
straightforward.
yeah.
Or you could do a U with an umlaut if you want to be cool. Woof.
Good.
Well,
That's pretty good. I like that
Alfalfa
one.
T Sprout did have a German wired-haired pointer.
There you
I
go.
bet that's how he barks.
That must be.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, thanks everybody on Facebook. We enjoy, we're in it. So we're mixing it up ourselves. And that once again, that's facebook.com/group/Bobo Boy Army Worldwide LLC.
Smart. We're legally protected on that, which is good.
Yeah, exactly. Look, these are all safe places for us to just post whatever we want and just hang out. And we're all safe, right, Gary?
Yeah, in that group.
Right? Gary Ghost? That's what I go to for when I
Wow.
need legal advice.
Gary Ghost?
Is Gary Ghost.
Oh, there you go.
That's pretty good. How did it take 10 years to figure that out?
I don't know.
All right, Matt.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
This is a joyous occasion.
It really is.
I know some of the festivities that you did, but tell us about your birthday. What'd you do? What's going on? How does someone celebrate a birthday during a pandemic?
Well, by completely ignoring quarantine restrictions. Friday night,
Oh, no.
my wife and I drove out to lovely Marina Del Rey, where we had an incredible dinner that I will be detailing in today's Chez Fondolais. And we also had a online ticket to watch a streaming live concert that was being taped overseas, where they don't have the same coronavirus
Who's
restrictions. It's a group called Hot Chip,
Okay.
which is like a dance, EDM, disco. It's the kind of music Adam would hate.
Okay.
But it's one of my wife's
it's
favorite
music.
groups.
That's a really good
Yeah.
descriptor,
Yeah.
though.
So
Thank
it's-
you.
Yeah, thank you.
So it's
I know that genre of
1998?
music.
It really,
Yeah.
it's. I did it right.
Yeah.
That's exactly how you would describe it. So they did a show in the UK somewhere in front of a live audience, like a socially distanced crowd, and then you can buy. It was like $14, and they sent you a link so you could watch the show live. So that was pretty fun.
What was a socially distanced crowded concert? Because I'm very curious / nervous of how live music is going to return, and I mean, I guess this could be a good way to kind of see what.
What they kind of did
coming up?
was they had a huge gap between the stage and the first row of seating. So there was a very, very large gap. And then within the seating, it was outdoors. So everything was just kind of grouped almost like your own little private picnic area.
It's like a luxury box setting.
Yeah, well, so-
Everybody gets a luxury box except minus the luxury.
everyone's kind of in their own zone. And then as the show progressed, I noticed a lot of people started getting up from their space and then going to that large gap between the band and the crowd. And people were kind of dancing in their own socially distanced clusters.
I applaud those people.
Yeah, it was cool.
Wow.
And then, of course, we pushed the couch back and cracked the glow sticks and.
What kind of sound
ourselves a fucking
system? What kind of sound
party.
system are you rocking over there? Now you got to obviously. Do you watch this on your TV?
Yes, through a like sound bar, like a Philips sound bar, which is just like a flat speaker that somehow makes
Sure,
it
sure.
sound like incredible everywhere.
Okay.
Soundbar.
Yeah, we were all with you at Soundbar.
I was just trying to show Dawson that I knew a sound
Well,
thing.
That's
to be
impressive.
fair, I'm still running all my shit off a Denon receiver and 2 Sony speakers, and I
There you
love
go.
it.
I just
So.
installed a 5.1 system. I think those are dated. I don't know. You don't really see.
I got a 5.1 in the garage, and that's for football.
Yeah, but I think it's kind of cool. I've never had surround sound before, and the new house, my new house that I moved into, has surround sound hookups in the corners of the living room. It was already there.
Oh, that's
Nice.
cool.
Like just
then,
the speaker.
Then there's no reason why you shouldn't.
Yeah, they were wall plates, like electrical wall plates,
Right.
but they had speaker cables.
And the cable was
connections.
already there, provided.
Yeah, so it's already running inside the walls.
Oh, you got Stokens, bro.
I got mad Stokens.
Mad speaker tokens.
And so I had to install it, and I love it. I
Yeah.
know it feels like it's dated though, because I was looking online. They're not really available anymore. And it looks old. Like these speakers.
They're
look
not,
old.
but once you hit surround, it really honestly doesn't matter how much more you surround.
Yeah.
It's surround.
yeah.
You're surrounded by it.
You're surrounded.
Yeah. Well, I had to
5.1's good.
I installed it. It took me a while to install it, wire it all up, because I had to cut the speaker wire myself and strip it all and make them all the right length and all that stuff.
Probably
And
one of the funnest things in the world to do.
it was actually very
very
rewarding.
meditative.
It
I love
was
doing that.
Yeah. Oh, Gary and we send pictures out to each other of just nice cable management.
Nice.
We truly enjoy that stuff. And
Gary sends pictures of his cable. That's what I heard.
yeah, very managed as well. And I had to test it out. What movie do I put on to test out my surround sound? I have to put on.
Dark Knight.
No.
I should have done Dark Knight.
Dark Knight.
No,
The opening scene.
Yeah, I
Come
should
on,
have.
just for the opening scene.
That'd be
Correct.
cool. Is that streaming anywhere?
I don't know.
No, but I'll look that up. But I just went on Netflix and I just needed an action movie. I put on Jurassic Park.
There you go.
That's a good one.
The T-Rex scene. I just
Yeah,
blasted
have the
it.
whole room vibrate with
Yeah.
that little glass of water.
Yeah, put
I would've
out my
said-
own water. Come
Yeah.
on.
Saving Private Ryan would have been cool
That's a
because
good
you can
one.
feel the bullets going by you.
Oh, would they do that?
Well, you can't really feel them.
No, but you would.
But
they would
yes, it's
little Doppler
it's mixed
effect.
for surround.
That's cool. See, I'm truly enjoying it, and when I'm watching the basketball games, I'm hearing the crowd behind me, the fake crowd behind me. It's fun. So
I like how I do explain what a soundbar was, and everyone gave me shit. And now Chris spent the last 20 minutes describing what
So,
surround sound
this
is
is
like.
so- it's like
we've all never been there before.
It's your
Wait, so
birthday.
you're saying the sound goes behind you when the object goes behind you, and it really sounds like it does?
Oh, the mixer that I have actually has a joystick for mixing 5.1. So you can take this joystick and you can go, okay, the sound's going to go, you can make any move with the automation on a joystick, and then it'll map that into your Pro Tools rig.
that's hot.
So you just take one bullet and go, okay, this bullet's got to go that way, and then this bullet's got to go that way. And
Yeah, they
That's
do
so
that in
cool.
It's pretty
Wanted.
sweet.
Yeah, it's I love all this technology, and even though I feel like I'm a few years behind, I truly enjoy it. Now let's get back to this concert. Were there dividers like plexiglass between
No, didn't
each
seem
little
like
cluster?
It. No. Again, it was
Face masks?
it was in the UK, so I don't think they're really
Yeah, I
have
feel like
been
Chris
as
is-
crazy as we've been in California.
I feel like Chris is really invested in like how they're doing it at this concert in the UK because he wants to be able to perform live music in California, and they just absolutely none of
little
that
different.
applies.
Right.
Exactly.
But also-
and again, it was an outdoor venue and stuff. They actually did it in a like an amusement park, which I had never heard of. There's some place, I think it's called Dreamland or something, that's in the UK, and it's on the beach with like a giant Ferris wheel and stuff, and you could see all that kind of in the background with the show. It was all highly produced. It was awesome.
Yeah. Well, you're right, Garrett. It's because I want to get back to really performing on a regular basis and doing shows again, and I'm curious to see how that works. But also, I love going to shows. A lot of my favorite venues are hurting real bad or closed. It's
Yeah.
so,
I miss the smell of sweat and beer.
Yeah.
spilled beer.
I miss moshing.
Come on, Dawson. After like 20 more minutes here, we'll get both of
We'll
those
get there.
smells.
I know.
Am I ever gonna mosh again, Matt?
Good question.
Yeah.
I hope for your sake that you get to.
You know those shows? You would go to rock shows, Matt, and you'd be on the floor and everybody just touching each other. You leave the show, you're in your car driving home, and your shirt's just covered in sweat, and only like half of it's your sweat.
Yeah.
Right.
Pretty awesome.
Like,
It's a good place to get the COVID. Let's just leave it there. But I refuse to live in a world where rock shows do not exist, and I think I could count on 85% of America to be with me on
yeah.
that.
Well, of course, but be careful because look, the Great White, they performed not too long ago with a big crowd, and they got destroyed on Twitter, social media, and I think there's a COVID outbreak. And then Smash Mouth also did it.
Well,
they tried doing
Smash Mouth made the mistake of doing it at Sturgis, and it's just the wrong brand of people for the news media. So, but where is this Sturgis outbreak that we were told was going to happen?
Yeah.
It should be headline news because they called it. So where are all the cases in South Dakota?
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're
Wow.
I'm
saying
curious.
the articles that I have read, and I have no idea what the validity is, are saying that the outbreak is not in South Dakota because Sturgis is a tourism event. So everyone went back to their home states, and they're seeing spikes around the country.
Because
I have no idea if that's fucking true.
How
but that's-
convenient. How convenient for South Dakota.
That's right.
Well, anyways, I think the point here is that if either Dawson or Chris want to perform regularly again, they need to either move or start doing travel shows.
Europe,
because
bro.
California is just
Yeah.
it's just not shutting down. According to Drew, the tier system for us to get to the lowest tier is not possible. He says it's just medically impossible.
That's fun.
That's bullshit.
It's great.
well, I guess we'll all just
But hey, if you
watch
guys want
through
to come,
Matt's living room window.
Yeah.
you guys want to come down to Orange County, you can go see a movie.
Hey, everybody, we got the highest taxes in the world, the fifth largest economy in the world, and we can't power our state. So move here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, we're on fire.
Tourism. Matt, what's this
Yeah.
band called again?
Hot chip.
Hot Chip.
Yep. Which band that I had never
Well, they
heard
call
of.
fries chips there.
Oh, that's
Good
interesting.
point.
that-
Never
Very
thought
good
about that.
point.
That could be what they're named after French fries.
Weird. Yeah, they really could be.
That's a great. I wonder if
Like,
anyone has ever.
maybe they
posed
were
that to
sitting
them.
around one day at a chippery getting fish and chips.
Yeah. What if they opened for
And,
fish?
and one guy goes, right, mate, that's a hot chip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And they're like,
obviously how the band was formed.
That's a great name for our band.
yeah.
That's a good bill.
That was me doing an impression of Chris doing an impression.
That was good. I
of
heard
an
it.
Englishman.
I heard all the layers of it.
Yeah, Fish and Hot Chip.
Yep.
I like that.
That
I
is good.
See, bands need to just do shows based on each other's names.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
That would be.
Yeah. By the way, I still love Gary, Matt, and I.
Oh,
That one
such
just
a
makes
great
me laugh
artist.
so much.
It's a good one.
By the end of the year, we should have a Coachella type poster of
Yeah.
all the bands we've talked about. Right?
Pixel fun.
One of our fans reached out and offered to make Gary, Matt, and I concert tees.
Oh, that's
That we could sell. That we could sell.
I kind of want that.
That's good.
So do I.
Gary, Matt. Yeah, we need to just make a fake profile of him on Instagram, a Facebook.
Yeah.
And just build him up as some mythical, incredible musician.
And by the way, there's me acknowledging that offer because it just made me laugh and I never responded to the DM. So sorry.
There you go. Also, Matt, we all know that he's a big fan of watching concerts from his TV. Cracks the glow sticks.
Yep.
And I love that you called Outside Lands Inside Lands, or that's what they called it.
That's right. I wish I came up with that, but that was not
It
me.
seems like something you'd come up with.
Yeah, the previous weekend, or maybe it was 2 weekends before, the Outside Lands Music Festival, it's in San Francisco, they couldn't do the festival, so instead they did 2 days of streaming their favorite acts over the last 10 years, and they're the ones who called it Inside Lands.
But
Did you
aren't
watch it?
We did, yeah, it was awesome.
Did you see ALO?
No. No, we did not.
Maybe they
I
didn't
don't
make
think
the
they were
stream.
on it. Yeah, it was a very random selection of acts over the years. What was fun is the Elton John performance that my wife and
Oh, so
I
they went
had
big. They
seen.
weren't doing the Bay Area
it was
jam bands.
Correct. It was very notable artists.
And very eclectic too. J.
Yeah.
Cole was also on the lineup.
Yeah.
It was-
J. Cole.
But we watched the same Elton John show that we had seen in person there. And that was the weekend that I proposed to my now wife.
that's
So
awesome.
when
Nice.
we had saw that show the first time, she didn't know that I was going to be proposing to her the next day. I knew, and I was so nervous the whole time. So it was really fun to watch that show together. And it wasn't the whole show. It was, like 45 minutes of that.
Did you guys
90-minute set.
procreate after that?
Nice.
Count it. Matt can be credited with coming up with Home Cella.
I'd like to
is-
think so.
Or Couchella? Couchella?
Well, I always called it home
She
show.
always called it Home
They
Cella.
called it home Jella.
Oh. Should we call it Couchella? No,
Yeah,
it's okay.
people call it couch.
Oh, it's
Well,
already-
Coachella could get too mixed up with fucking Stagecoach. See, Stagecoach is
Stagecoach.
also called Coachella.
Stage couch. Yeah, Matt's right. Stage couch. That's
Yeah.
what it should be. Well, so they played past performances, and you got to watch Elton John, and now you get to watch it without being a little nervous Nelly,
Yeah.
and that's kind of fun.
It was fun. It was also cool just being in the living room, instead of, well, I guess it was amazing being at the actual music festival
Yeah.
itself.
But you can
it was kinda cool to
pause,
just,
or you can
no streaming. No
oh,
pausing.
okay, but you could go to the bathroom.
Yeah, exactly.
Would you say you were more fucked up watching it from home or from outside lands?
Well, that's a loaded question, sir. You know that we did the music festival very, very differently
Yeah.
than I would do at home. So,
I heard the glow stick comment.
yeah.
Yeah, we get it. We knew Insomniac. We know
may have
what
appeared.
goes on.
You may have
Ooh, that's
appeared.
interesting. Was Insomniac at Inside Lands?
Great question.
That is a
It's
good
hard to
question.
tell. What's that?
Who knows? That's a good question.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm glad you got to enjoy live music, even if it's in quotations or asterisk or whatever. You
Yeah.
still got to enjoy live music on your birthday.
And it was really nice that the Labor Day holiday fell as part of my birthday, because my birthday was on Tuesday and Monday was Labor Day. And normally Labor Day, floats around every year. So the 7th is the latest it could be. And I can't remember the last time that I had the day before my birthday off. So that was pretty cool.
It did happen at a nice time.
I think so.
I guess. And we're all home and we're all kind of laying back. But either way, glad to be able to hang out with you on your birthday week.
Thanks. And if I can just tease for our Patreon show. One of the other things I did this weekend was I was trying to think of something to do for our Patreon show, because we like to try to do exclusive content, extra stories. I did the Uber story, for example.
Like shit
Yeah.
Dawson did as a kid.
I've never heard of that bit. What's that one?
Oh, I think I fucked it up.
The Jewish
Yeah.
frat story.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That too.
Another one
what
that's
I've
come
been
up.
hearing.
Yeah. So I had this memory of a crazy experience that I had in Europe, and I wanted to share. Oh, Dawson's giving my beer a thumb down.
Matt at the beginning of the show opened his mango passion fruit IPA and looked at me and did the exact opposite of what Dawson just did.
It's true.
I think Chris hit it right on the head. He said they sold out St. Archer. What'd you guys do, man?
All right. Oh, okay. For those who were
sold
just
out.
listening, what
How
happened
dare
was
you.
Dawson cracked open the beer, one of the beers of the week. It is the
tropical
St. Archer
IPA.
Tropical IPA ale brewed with mango and passion fruit. I don't know how this got let into the building, but anyway.
Double whammy.
Yeah,
with
Dawson
the
cracks
Archer.
one open, takes a sip, looks at Matt, and while Matt's speaking, just puts the can down, gives Matt a frown and a big thumbs down right in his face. Just puts his fist in Matt's face, thumbs down.
You can see the video on
Yeah.
YouTube.
It's true.
And that's what happened. That's what halted Matt's.
But
train of
here's
thought.
the
got-
kind of
I got
man
two
I am.
kinds of beers. You
I'm
had-
still gonna drink it.
That's right. It's good. And then what was the other beer that we got?
The other one's just fine. It's a great white beer by Lost Coast Brewery.
Yeah.
I know I got a hoppy one for those of us who enjoy the hoppy ones.
I don't even know
And I
what
got
that means, bro.
more of like a white Belgian beer.
Yeah, the Lost Coast classic, at least
And
here
by
in
me, I mean
California.
Gary. Gary got them. Thanks, Gary.
Yeah.
Oh, no problem,
Yeah,
dude.
thank you, Gary.
Thank you,
Happy
Gary.
birthday, Matt. And then the tropical IPA Gary doesn't even like the color of the can.
I agree with
It
that.
looks
I kind of
great
like
color.
it. The can is like tennis
hi-
ball yellow.
Highlighter yellow, tennis ball
Yeah,
yellow.
it's cool.
Yeah.
And I say this as
Stands
not a
out.
Seahawks fan. That color is ugly.
God damn. You guys are just hating on my beers.
Yeah, they're not.
Well, you know what?
happy.
More for me. I'm going to enjoy drinking all of them.
It's the color of
No, just to fuck with you. I'm gonna keep drinking them.
God damn it! Like when you're wearing white and then you stand under a black light. This is kind of
That's
what
kinda what it
this
looks
is
like.
kind of what pops up. Yeah,
When you wear white and you stand under a black light, it turns purple, not green.
Oh, it
I
does
was
turn
gonna
purple,
say,
huh?
that's not at all close, Chris.
I feel like it glows
What
in
you
the
meant
dark.
to say was under a black light, this yellow color would also look very cool.
Yeah. Oh no, wait, no. It's if you held a tennis ball or a highlighter under a regular light, it would look like. That's
Oh,
what I
right.
meant to
So
say.
what Matt
happening
said
right now?
5 minutes ago.
What's happening?
Fuck we. Matt, what did you do because you were trying to do something?
Yeah, I
special
was
on
trying to
Patreon?
tease something for our
Yeah, let's
Patreon
hear it.
show here.
Let's hear
So and then I got interrupted with a thumbs down on my face.
Yeah,
Happy
Dawson.
birthday!
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We've traced it back. It's my fault. I'm
I
sorry.
thought Dawson was disapproving.
But
of
it's
your
actually
Europe
Matt's fault
story.
because of the beer.
Because of the beer.
Yeah.
So again, in an attempt to find more exclusive content for our Patreon, I recalled a moment from my trip to Europe, which happened right before I worked for Corolla, that was just a really, really wild experience. And it was at the time of my life when I was journaling a lot. So I actually wrote like what happened. It was this crazy night. Anyway, I'm going to tell that story on the next episode. But the reason I bring it up now is because in the search for this story, I realized that when I went on this Europe trip, it was for my 25th birthday, which was 11 years ago. And I've never felt particularly wistful or anything like that. But I spent the last few days like looking through old pictures and old videos from that Europe trip. And God damn it, it just was really like, it was crazy to feel the 10 years that have gone by since then.
Nice.
So anyway, I accumulated, I wasn't really into food culture then, but I did have some meals there. So for our Patreon episode, I've got some Chez Fondley International Edition, and then I'm going to tell you guys this story of when we stayed in a hostel one night when absolute hell broke loose, and it was one of the weirdest, craziest experiences I've ever had.
Sweet.
So that'll be for next episode.
What a tease!
You like that?
I don't. It's weird that you call it Chez Fondley, which is already an international name.
For international, it should be called Chez Fondelier.
yeah, exactly. What would they call it? But I am looking forward to that. We also have a flick-in, which is quite exciting. Before we get into that, I do have to mention that I'm bummed out for Dawson.
Why?
He was supposed to go camping this weekend.
Oh, be more bummed for Boo.
Really? What happened?
Bummed for Boo is the lead-off single of
Yeah.
Gary Matt and I's album.
Yep. So there's this hidden gem in the lower Sierras in California. Great lake to go camping at. I take Boo up there every year. And about 3 months ago, I got my lakeside camping last weekend of the season. Got 4 days up by the lake, got all my fishing gear together, get my dog ready.
Awesome.
Was going to go up there with a couple of friends and just spend 4 days. Was able to get some time off work. Boo is 12 years old. She may not see the lake. Like, this might be her last time. I pray not, but. And then some asshole did a gender release party. And
Reveal.
Whatever.
I think those
Gender
are two
release.
totally different things.
Probably.
Mike.
Probably. We're going to release the gender. Release the Kraken. And so anyway.
Yeah, gender release party. You get on Megan's Law for.
I started getting emails on Friday. And on Friday, the email said the campground is closed from September 5th through September 10th. And I'm like, okay, we're still cool because I'm 10th through the 13th or 14th.
Perfect.
And then every day more emails come in. And, the next one says it's closed until September 10th now. And I'm like, I'm talking to my buddy Rich. I'm like, we're still on, dude. We're still on.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, wide alert, I get like 4 emails at once because they're all, update. And it's they say all California national parks and camping sites are now closed for the rest of the season indefinitely because of wildfire.
Indefinitely. Yeah. It's rough out here.
Season's over.
You see all the
Boo
people.
does not get to go to the lake. I bought her a life vest so that we can just go swim in the lake and she doesn't have to worry. She's a good swimmer. She needs to be in the water, but she's a big fucking dog. Mm-hmm. But we got a fun raft and
You say raft.
a life vest. No, this is a fun raft. And a life vest for the dog, and we were just going to go sit out on the raft all fucking day at the lake every day and just keep Boo in the life vest and let her fucking float in the water and let the ice cold Sierra Nevada snow water fucking chill her arthritic bones.
Damn.
And
So poetic.
that's over.
Damn.
That shit Dawson didn't do as an adult.
Oh.
Oh. But yes, very true. And I guess the bigger question, was it a boy or girl?
The gender reveal?
Yeah.
I think it was a boy.
Oh, I think they said it was a boy.
It was a
think it
boy?
was.
Oh, mazel tov.
I think the first story I read actually said, we don't have that information. And I was like, well, that's kind of the story.
Yeah.
Either way, I feel bad for that
Me
kid.
too. Yeah, oh, yeah. God, what already.
That's some tough parents.
I will, if I can play a little Mr. Brightside, at least you don't have to do that crazy mountain driving, which I hate whenever I drive.
You're kidding me?
I
love
can't
mountain
do it.
driving.
Just the 2 lanes, especially at night. Gary, I'm the guy you hate where you catch up to me and I'm going like 50.
What, do you use the pullouts?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I
Then you're fine.
get so anxious.
If you use the pullouts, you're fine. But until we get to one, you're gonna have my brights and probably a good amount of my horn.
What are the brights gonna do? What are the brights gonna do?
I'm gonna put the pressure on you to make sure that you don't try to scoot past that next pullout.
Nah, I gotta say that's smart, but when you're on mountain time, you know, me and Ken would be doing this. We're going up to Yosemite. Once you get out of civilization, you start to not give a fuck how slow you're going. You're like, you know what? Plenty of space. We'll get there. We're already fucking here. We're in the mountains. Chill the fuck out.
Couldn't disagree more. Couldn't possibly disagree more. I guess if you had some sort of endless vacation, but like where we work, if I'm going to the mountains, I know precisely how many hours it will be before I'm back in that car and I'm headed back. So I want to get there and start relaxing. Being on the road is stressful. So I'm not going to be dangerous about it, and I'm not going to be doing that if it's fucking snowing. But in mid-September, if you're going slow on a mountain road, I'm going to make my displeasure known.
I will do this. Not usually. Every time I'm slow, it's at night because there's no
That's
lights.
different.
There's
That's
no
different.
lights. I don't know when these curves are coming. I don't know the layout of the land. I mean, half the time I don't get
drive
service.
at night in the mountains.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
poor planning on your
No,
part
yeah.
to be driving.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be.
Yeah, the last time I drove the mountains, it was at night, and I got so anxious whenever I saw headlights behind me.
Yeah.
I could, God, just thinking about it's making me sweat. Like I hate holding people up. And
Why are you so cautious?
Bro.
Because these turns come out of nowhere, Matt.
You have headlights,
I'm
though, right?
barreling.
You know it's a mountain.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Let me tell you this also. Yes, I do have headlights, Gary. I'm aware.
Just saying.
I've had multiple death dreams throughout my life.
Okay.
Everyone has.
Yeah, of course. Who hasn't? I would say about 98% of them have been me driving off a mountain or falling off
my God.
a bridge or driving off a bridge. It's like that's probably how I'm gonna go.
It's always related to you being a bad driver, huh?
Well, no, not necessarily. I'm not necessarily driving. Sometimes I'm just a passenger as well. But
Who's
usually-
driving?
Sometimes it's family members. Sometimes what?
Interesting.
Stereotypes. I don't like these. But most of my death dreams, if not all of them, have been from falling at large heights. And I don't know if that constitutes me as being afraid of heights, because I've been up in like buildings and bridges, and I've looked down and I've been okay.
Would you do the glass slide that is attached to one of the
I do it, yeah.
down in downtown LA? You know
Yeah.
what I'm
And
talking
you're not
about?
afraid of heights.
I'm not afraid of heights,
No.
but I'm afraid of driving off mountains and bridges. And being trapped in a car as it rolls down.
I don't know. I
the
think you can be
mountainside.
afraid of heights and still go
do
do
that
the
stuff?
glass thing, because that's the excitement of it. You
Yeah.
have to get over your fear, but
You're
you
right.
get to be scared to fucking death without the actual risk of death.
I think it's a different sensation.
Yeah.
You're right. Like I mean, I haven't done it, but skydiving, if I had to, I could probably do it. Like that doesn't scare me. But yeah.
Episode 69 times 69. We're all skydiving, baby, with labs.
Hey, has someone done a podcast from midair the entire time? Because we should try that.
I'm going to guess someone probably has.
Oh, lame.
I have
Podcast
a-
got too popular.
A friend of mine from high school went to a buddy's bachelor party, and this is really his story to tell, but they were all supposed to go do like a bar hopping kind of event, and while he was there, the plan got changed. Oh, we're not going to go bar hopping. We're going to go skydiving. And my friend is like he's like a nebbishy Jewish nervous guy. And the absolute last thing he ever wanted to do was go skydiving.
Did he do
and
it?
he did do it.
Good.
And he, of course, by the end of it, he loved it.
Loved it, yeah.
But the way he tells the story, like when they were up in the air, the instructors were literally looking at him being like, dude, you're gonna be okay. He was like
Yeah.
hyperventilating, like freaking out.
well-
It's a hilarious story.
yeah,
If
I
you're
wanna
thinking
do
you're
it.
going to
I wanna do it.
O'Malley's for a
Yeah.
beer, and then
Oh my god, I put myself in those shoes and I was just so nervous for him.
yeah, that's the unexpected.
Well, you know what? See, he
Maybe that's
wasn't a
what-
pussy.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
props.
did it.
He did it, and he's a better person for it.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's
Hold on. I swear to God,
he's not
this
a
is
better
the
person?
weirdest fucking thing ever.
He just texted you.
He just now texted me.
Oh wow, it
Wow.
says now.
Joel, now. He
Oh my
just
god,
said,
that was Joel.
Oh, it,
yes.
I'm sorry, I know,
know
this,
who
I
I'm
know this
talking
kid, and that is
about.
that is a fucked up
How
story. That was
strange.
Joel.
why do you have him
literally-
as Jewish skydiver?
Yeah, that part is weird. How crazy that he literally. I just looked down on my phone and it said now. Have I ever brought him up on the show ever?
No, that
is
is weird.
absolutely insane.
That's serendipitous. That's
If
good
n-
stuff
Oh
right
my
there.
god!
If nothing confirms my death dreams more,
Holy shit!
it is this.
That
There's
is
just
so
some weird. There's some
That is
weird
weird.
juju
That is really
going
weird.
on.
Why do you have to say?
I
Juju?
know. Matt's
Juju
face.
right in the middle of that story. God
It was
damn
going so well.
Matt looked at me with disgust.
Yes, Chris, there is some weird juju skydiving happening
There's
right
some
now.
weird
Yes.
juju.
We just discussed it.
Texting each other. Yeah. This is
2020.
I mean, you don't have to call him a juju though. He can just be a weird Jew.
Yeah. Well, it's Matt and Joel.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's true. There it is.
Joel and Matt. Those are the names I used at the farmers market to
Yeah.
get out of a ticket.
We
Was
brought-
Joel and Matt.
I think when you told that story, I believe I brought that up. That's
Yeah,
so
there's-
funny.
these are the guys. Matt is more common. It should be Matt and Mike if you ever need to pretend you know an authority
Yeah.
figure. I messed up with Joel. That came out of nowhere. So
based
just
on our-
for the record, it's Matt and Mike. Oh, I know Matt and Mike. They said I could be here.
Yeah, like in the town. And we just talked to Mike.
Yeah. I see Mike.
Right.
Based on our Facebook group, you could also use Joe.
yeah, that's
A
true
lot
too.
of Joes.
A lot of Joes in the Facebook group. All right, we gotta keep moving here because we gotta do Patreon episode right after this. So we got 2 segments, and they both are gonna be in both this show and the Patreon episode, which I'm really excited about. We have a double flickin' and a double shay. Let's go.
Yeah, buddy.
Double shay
All right.
first, and then we'll do the double flistin'. It's flickin' and
a single.
fissin' at once.
Don't even know what that means.
Yeah, I don't,
What?
whatever. Go
Double
on, moving on,
fisting?
Moving on.
Caitlin came up with it. Like,
go.
Jesus Christ!
I don't know, Caitlin. I tried to make it work. I'm sorry.
Double fisting.
All right.
That just
You know, you
sounds
don't have to.
painful.
You don't have to.
Double
make every
fisting is when
idea
you're holding 2
happen.
drinks in both hands.
You can
double
actually
fisting.
turn
Sure,
some
sure,
things
whatever.
down,
Respect
Chris.
all women.
No.
Double
You just
Wait.
have to respect all women.
That's
though.
got to be dangerous for the woman.
Do you guys think when you hear double, oh, he's double fisting,
I
you
don't
think
know.
of something sexual and gross?
what he
I think, yeah.
Why do you
I think
keep
he's
saying
not
double
respecting
fisting?
all women with that.
I'm not. Has nothing to do with women. Although women can double fist.
There
if they
are
have
some
to,
women with
if they have
one
a beer
hand.
in each hand.
Yeah, they can. I've seen the
Look,
videos.
I'm double fisting right now with my
Real estate
beer
agents.
and my coffee.
Right, but what about
It
women
starts
with one
as a-
arm?
It starts as a chick showing a house, and next thing you know, she's double fisting.
Stuck under the couch.
Let's go.
Pizza
let's-
guy knocks on the door. I got a large sausage for you.
Play it.
Oh no!
What type of foods might we hear of today? What might be the price? What might be the venue? So let's find out. It's time for Gary to say, hey Matt.
What's on the double fisting menu?
Oh.
Now, it is inaccurate to say it's not a double shay. It'll just be another shay in the next
Right.
episode. This
Thank
is
you.
a singular shay
Exactly.
Yeah, it
The
was
double
very
shave for the day.
for the day.
double
All
shade
right.
day.
So I mentioned earlier to kick off the birthday weekend, my wife and I drove out to Marina Del Rey, which is actually where I went to college. I lived there for a short period of time. It's been many years since I've been over there. We just wanted to go to a different part of town because everything's fucking closed everywhere. And my wife found on Yelp that the restaurant that's in the Marina Del Rey Hotel is essentially all deck marina views. So I thought, okay, that sounds like a really nice place to enjoy a birthday dinner. Sunset out looking at the marina. And it was lovely. The place is called Salt, I imagine because of the air and the water.
I love salt. I've
A
been
little
there.
more creative than the cliff and the deck, which were the places that I
Right.
went to in
Right.
the other beach town.
Right.
I used to go there with Rob, who used to work here all the
Oh,
time.
really?
Yeah,
You
he had
guys
a
went there?
boat right on that marina.
It's so funny because when we were looking at the boats, that's what I was thinking
Is this the place on the right of Rob's slip?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
of. So you guys know it well. Well, I had a tequila cocktail, which I don't normally do. It had passion fruit in it. I don't know what's up with me and the passion fruit. It's happening to me.
It's fine.
And it was called the Passionista. So it was tequila, Cointreau. How do you say that? Cointreau?
Cointreau, yes.
Cointreau. Orgeat, which I've mentioned on the show before. It's like an almond liquor they use in a lot of tiki cocktails.
He could say orgiate, but I can't say double fisting.
I bet the
Yeah.
bartender was double
That's
fisting the
insane.
orgiate. And something called firewater, which I don't know exactly what that is.
Sounds racist.
But I am. But does it?
What?
I don't know, man.
You can't just say something's racist and then say I don't know.
That's like culturally appropriating Native Americans or something.
Oh, maybe it
Richard
is.
used to make Pruno in the can.
That's
and,
racist.
That was called White Lightning.
Pruno and the
Ooh.
Cans opening
Yeah.
for Gary, Matt, and I actually.
Bruno in the can. Oh, that's great.
I think Firewater's a good yellow card B-side.
Oh, very good. Well, it was a spicy cocktail, and it was just like almost like jalapeno with the passion fruit. So it was like
Peno.
I was wondering if someone's going to
What
say
I
It's
just said.
not a hard E.
not
Take the
jalapeno.
umlauts out of it. Jalapeno.
jalapeno.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Pino.
Oh, I did say pino. That's true. I do say that.
But he says helicopter.
Right.
Can't get
but
any of it right.
We're talking about
It's
a Mexican
okay.
pepper. It's
I think
easy.
we understand what he's saying.
No, we don't.
All right, so here's what we ate. Here's what's actually on the menu.
Patreon's going to be lit.
That's true. Blue crab dip.
Oh, I've had that there.
Oh yeah, that's so fucking funny to me. Now, Chris, you can back me up since you've had it before. I don't know about you guys when you order like Chinese food delivered. You guys ever had like crab rangoons?
How?
Like
Of
those,
course,
those
sure.
delicious fried pastries. This was like a deconstructed crab rangoon. So imagine like a delicious bowl of the crab creamy cheesy filling, and then you had wonton chips. So you kind of scooped it like a nacho, and then you could dip that into like ponzu sauce or like a sweet and sour sauce. So it just had the flavors of like a really, really good, high quality like cream cheese crab rangoon. So it was
Yes.
a great way to start.
And anything that says blue crab, I'm in. I love, and it just shows, okay, it's real crab. It's not imitation, which we get a lot of out here. Yeah, blue crab,
Yeah, it's great.
always.
Next course, we got the puss. How do you guys feel about eating puss? You guys like it?
The octo?
That's right. Grilled
You
Spanish.
ate the
guys
octomom's pussy?
And then Dawson just turns it back like we were totally out. We were out
Did
of
you
it.
what you're
double
talking
fist
about.
her?
We did not double fist
You
her.
could have.
We
You could
had-
have double fist and need her.
Grilled Spanish octopus.
Hi, Laura Lee.
Hazelnut, hazelnut romesco,
Bye, Laura
pickled
Lee.
pineapple. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Patreon will be lit.
Oh, we got a few more of those
I can
tropical IPAs
confirm.
coming here.
Yes.
Anyway, in terms of puss, this was incredible. It was one of the. Did you guys ever, when you went to that restaurant, did you ever have it there?
I didn't.
Okay, well, you missed out.
I do love octopus. though.
Me too.
Would
And
you
this
describe
was
it as moist?
it was very tender. That's what I would use. That's the word I would use.
Okay.
And we also had the Alaskan halibut with edamame, onion, and lobster coral, which was like a lobster cream sauce kind of. And then to top it all off for dessert, the chocolate pot de creme, which do you guys ever have
I like pot.
Yeah, Maddie. You guys ever had the like Black Forest cake? That really dense, like a 7-layer chocolate cake. It's usually with black cherries
No.
and stuff. Okay, well, if you ever go to like to the deli and stuff, and you see those rotating cake windows, if you see the big chocolatey cake one, that's most of the time Black Forest.
I haven't even heard of that.
It's really good. It's like a dark chocolate
not
cherry
interested.
cake.
It's not good.
Really?
You don't like
I've
it?
never
No
heard of
offense?
It's
Black
a
Forest
German
cake.
Black Forest.
It's
Sounds
very,
way too
very
it's like
rich.
it's like German chocolate cake, but it's hardcore.
Kaylin? You've heard of
Kaylin
it?
would
No,
hate this.
but we had a Black Forest Ice Blended, a coffee bean that had cherries and chocolate in it. So
Did you know it was named after the cake?
I did not. Now
Okay.
I'm learning that.
Wow. Well, I bring it up because the pot de creme was basically, I mean, to put it bluntly, like a bowl of chocolate jello, but it tasted, or chocolate pudding rather, but it tasted like a German chocolate cake. So it was very dense and rich, and there was some cherry in it. It
What's
was effing amazing.
What German chocolate cake? That's just it's chocolate with like coconut. Is that what, or what's the?
I just think it's the dark chocolate. I don't really know.
I believe it is
Why
German
is-
with the coconut. I mean, chocolate with the coconut. But the funny thing is German chocolate cake was invented in America.
Probably.
Yeah,
Oh,
Wouldn't be surprised by that.
it's not German. There's nothing German about it.
Well, listen. Overall, the atmosphere there, it was a great restaurant. The sunset view, you can't go wrong. And then after the sun went down, we just like walked around the marina at nighttime. It was awesome.
How
So,
were the chicks, bro?
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 I mean, it was a hotel, so it wasn't like
Nah.
I will say
Yeah,
this,
it was just like-
Rob.
touristy.
Not
Rob-
too many Stokens on
No,
the chicks, bro.
not too many.
Oh, okay.
No, but the food, you got plenty of Stokens in return. The Rob who I said who I used to go there with met his now wife there.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm going to tell it to my wife, and that's going to blow her mind.
Yeah.
Speaking of my wife, did you guys hear that Borat 2 has reportedly already been shot and
Yes,
screened?
I did hear that.
And screened?
He shot the entire movie
Wow.
basically in secret without anyone knowing.
That's cool.
There
Pretty
was
awesome.
a still that came out about
Yeah,
like a
there's
month
a
ago on the
short
internet,
video.
and I was kind of disappointed that it did come out because I would have liked the news a little better if it hadn't. Still very excited, but how do
gonna be
you
great.
do that? Everybody knows that character. How?
I mean, not everybody, and that's
Apparently, from what I've read, it's because the storyline goes that because Borat is so well known, it's Borat playing Sacha Baron Cohen playing Borat. So he goes in disguise as Sacha Baron Cohen to like get one over on people. Apparently, I don't know. It sounds fascinating.
That's a pretty good idea.
oh Jesus.
Okay, Biggie. Is that what's on the menu? Or?
Yeah, I was gonna try to wrap it on a high note, but
I want to get Chris out of here. He's gonna get caught up in a hashtag.
that's what's on the menu.
All right, that was a nice birthday, Shay. And before we get out of here, let's do
Smart.
a little flicking.
I like this.
We all want to know one thing. Your opinion's what we need.
mosh.
So, Kaylin, get on that mic and flick the bean. Oh, Kaylin, flick the bean. Respect all women.
Nobody spells it AROOOO, which is what I would do.
That's a good one. Yeah. Whoa. Like a wolf. All right. Today, I'm going to be reviewing Uncut Gems.
Ooh,
Just wondering how many
I've
people
seen this
here
one.
have
seen it or read it?
I watched
Everybody?
this on an airplane.
I watched it.
Dawson, have you
That's
seen
a
it?
movie you can
I
watch
enjoyed
on
it.
an airplane. Yeah, that's okay. Unlike, what did you watch on an airplane? Avengers or something like that? He's not even paying attention.
He
All right.
watched
Writing
Hobbs
down a
and Shaw.
score.
Hobbs and Shaw.
I've watched Hobbs and Shaw and It Chapter 2.
And
recently.
the stripper movie.
And Hustlers,
Hustlers.
yes, actually.
Yeah, Uncut Gems came out last year, August. It's on Netflix now. You can watch it. Written and directed by Josh and Benny Safdie, who didn't really have other credits, at least big ones that I recognized. Stars Adam Sandler, Lakeith Stanfield, and Kevin Garnett.
yeah.
It's about a New York City jeweler with a gambling addiction who hopes to bring himself out of his gambling debts by selling a rare uncut diamond he acquired straight from Ethiopia. 135 minutes long.
It's not a diamond.
It's an
is it?
opal.
Yeah, it's an opal.
There you go.
Whatever.
It's a
Yeah,
gem.
same thing.
It's an uncut gem.
It costs,
Oh, that's why they.
He
call
said it. He said it.
It cost $19 million to make and made $50 million at the box office.
Damn.
So that was pretty good. This is interesting. 92% with the critics, 52% with the audience.
What?
Interesting.
Yes, people did not like this
wrong
movie
with those
very much,
people?
apparently.
Well, they were looking for a Sandler film.
That's probably that
Well,
could be.
when this movie came out, everybody wouldn't stop talking about how great Adam Sandler was and that he was probably going to get an Oscar nomination from
Yeah.
it. So
a lot of buzz.
I don't know, what were you expecting him to be doing? Like his his funny characters?
Oh, got an uncut
You want to buy this Stop looking at me, clown.
Oh, God.
It actually would have made the movie better, I
Might
think.
have.
It would have changed it.
I remember when I first tried to watch this movie, I think I was telling someone here about it. I tried to watch it and I had to turn it off.
You got
Because
too scared.
it was giving,
Oh,
You got so nervous.
It's a very stressful movie.
it was giving me too much anxiety watching this movie. It reminded me of Requiem for a Dream, if you've ever seen that, where the characters just kind of keep digging themselves deeper and deeper into this bad thing that they're doing. And by the end of it, you just don't feel right. But aside from that awful feeling that I had watching it the whole time, it is a good movie. It's super fast paced, just on the edge of my seat the whole time, wondering what was going to happen, how Adam Sandler was going to dig himself out of these holes that he put himself in. And I'd never heard anything about the ending of the movie, and I never in a million years would have guessed how it ended. I was 100% surprised by it, and then after a few hours of thinking about it, I really, really loved it. It is a great movie that I will never watch again. Mm-hmm. It's flickable, 8.2 out of 10.
Oh,
I was close.
Ooh, yeah, really close.
Who got it?
I want to know what.
I
And that was Flicking the Bean.
8-4. before.
I definitely screamed on an airplane at the end of that movie.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
it was great. It was great.
Very unexpected. You know, Kalen, these guys who directed the are they brothers or they just
Safdie,
yeah. They do that on purpose. They're known for their anxiety-inducing scenes and style of filmmaking.
Is that right?
So when they make this, they think, how can I make Kalen uncomfortable?
Well,
With that.
they succeeded.
They did a very good job because I had to watch this on 2 airplanes. So I stopped in the middle, had about an hour and a half of a layover to think about it, and then I got back on for about the last 45 minutes. And I was on a very small airplane when I just, oh shit! And I looked around and all these people in masks are looking at me like, this is mid-pandemic. You're not supposed to be yelling.
Yeah.
Also, Kevin Garnett was very good.
He was good
for an NBA player.
He was
It was very good.
For an NBA player, I was incredibly impressed.
Me too. Him
Yeah.
and Ray Allen, and he's got game. And Rick Fox too. Good actors.
I mean, for any professional athlete, really.
Yeah.
The guy's got acting chops.
Well, you just watch any show that has a professional athlete cameo and just watch their acting
Right.
skills. It's hard. Even in
ever
Westworld,
seen
Except for OJ. I mean, he was pretty good at murder.
Yeah, he acted. His court scenes were
The dude
amazing.
could act.
yeah, great actor though.
If it does not fit.
He always played OJ, though.
Yeah, Gary, I just realized that if for the people watching on YouTube, they can't see you.
Oh, great. You framed me up perfect again.
I wasn't even looking at
Fucking awesome.
They can see your knees, but that's all. I'm sorry, man. We got to zoom out for Patreon. If you want to see Gary, go to Patreon.
If you want to
Or
see
not see
Gary's
Gary.
knees,
Oh, dang it.
It's all right, man. Don't
Oh,
cast
you
a
could- I guess
shadow
you could see
on.
yourself
Don't cast
anytime.
a shadow on such a great show. You fucked up. You owned it. You're sorry.
I am sorry. And I
We'll
own
fix it.
And we'll fix it in Patreon.com/water.
which again we're taping immediately following this.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's
Gonna be
plenty
a
of
lot
beers
of
in the
inside-
fridge.
yeah.
It's gonna get loose.
It might
That's
get
all
a
I gotta
little-
say.
little fast
You
and loose.
definitely want to go to patreon.com/watercooler
Yes.
and see what happens next, because I can't guarantee everyone's safety.
All right.
Gonna get loose.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, let's get our plugs in. Kaylin, where can we go
Okay,
for
it's
you?
gonna get squirrely.
It's gonna get looser.
Don't worry about me.
Oh, he said it. Vintage Kaylin. Gary, where can we go for you?
YouTube.com/Daves of Thunder or YouTube.com/Reasonable Doubt Podcast.
Yes. Oh, in Days of Thunder, I wrote a song for it, like a total custom song. So if you want to hear me play guitar and sing about an inside joke that you probably don't know about, check it out. Well, here's the inside joke.
Such a great sell.
I know. One of the hosts, David Feeney, he's talking about himself as a kid, and he was invited to a party themed around that movie Footloose, and he learned all the dance moves. Watched the movie. His mom taught him how to dance, and he was really excited to go. And the girl who threw the party said, "Actually, no, boys are coming." And then he comes back to school on the following Monday and found out that boys did come, and they just said that to him. And many years later, he finds out she's a musician and she's playing at a coffee shop, and he goes to watch her play, and
Not creepy at all, by the way.
not creepy at all. Yeah, that one was kind of weird. But he goes to watch her play and see if there's like, oh yeah, get my comeuppance. I'm now a successful Hollywood type, and let's see if and let's just see what she thinks of me, and maybe something could happen. Whatever. It was just a weird thing. I need to go. I need some closure. I need to see her. So he sees her. He goes after she plays. It's not a very good show. Nobody's paying attention. Her plates are clinking, and he walks up to her after a couple songs and goes, "Hey, I'm David. It's me, David Feeney." And she goes, "Who?" She had no idea who he was. And so I wrote a song from an alternate reality, the song that he should have heard. What if he heard the song that he wished he would have heard her play, which is basically all about him and how much she misses him. So check that out on Daves of Thunder.
Love it.
How's that plug?
Love it.
That was great.
Solid, right? Wait, what?
A plus.
Longer than the
What?
song itself.
Damn it! It was. Matt, where you go?
No, Chris is right. The song he wrote was a hilarious portion of this most recent episode. DavesOfThunder.com or on YouTube/Daves of Thunder. It's a great show that Chris works really hard on.
Yeah, he
Gary works
does.
harder. Go ahead.
You can follow me on Twitter at Matt Fondelier. And you can also grab some glow
How do you
sticks.
type
Wow,
that
that's-
inflection in?
that
Yeah.
new?
Another beer. That's
Is that
good.
yeah?
Let's keep
was that-
going with this.
Are you trying something new?
Yeah.
Oprah,
So
Matt
it's-
Fondelier.
At
Mixing it
Matt
up a bit.
Fondelier.
Listen, people, go out there, buy some glow sticks. You can go to get them at Party City. They have very solid glow stick branding over there.
If you go around the back of Party City, you can find a guy who will sell you the other ingredients you need for the night.
You don't necessarily need those ingredients, but listen,
Ingredients.
there's a band out there. They're called Hot Chip. They have many albums out, but I will suggest an album called In Our Heads, which came out in 2012. I just looked it up. It's one on my phone. All the songs are pretty awesome. It's a dance party.
I love a dance party.
So crack those glow sticks, have yourself a dance party, and wish me a happy birthday in your own head while you do so.
Oh.
And then sign up for our Patreon. You can hear about my Euro trip. And Gary, Gary had a Euro trip. Want to hear about his trip? We can all share Euro trip stories.
Oh yeah, Dawson and I. We were
certain
we had
pina colada story,
Yeah.
perhaps.
That's my only.
We could do that.
story. Yeah, sure.
My Euro trip was inspired by Euro trip.
That's right.
All right, we can absolutely do that. And Dawson, we're gonna go for you.
All right, forgive me for the multi-level plug here, but first, shit I did as a kid on the Patreon episode coming up. Thanks to Matt actually bringing up the hot chip. I thought about the chippery, and I actually went to Europe to play soccer when I was a kid. When I was
What?
14 years old.
Yeah.
There we go.
And I'm going to tell you about that on the next. So that'll be a good shit I did as a kid. Anyway, hats off to Angela Petrilli, who just played second lead guitar on the Smokin' Kills Another Southern California track. We did that last night. Angela is going to be teaching guitar lessons, and she asked me, and she's going to be doing it online. She asked me, what do I use for this? And I said, I've got the Centrance Mic Port Pro, which has 2 independent channels and a USB connection, jives with Mac, jives with PC, plug and play. 2 channels. It's great. Well, I emailed my friend Michael Goodman, who is the you've met him, Chris.
Nice guy. Good
He
guy.
is the engineer and owner of the company Centrance, and he asked me. He said, "Well, I'd love to hear what you think about the Portcaster. They're making a new thing called the Portcaster, which again has 2 independent channels for 2 microphones or 2 other inputs, but they also put a phone jack in this thing." And they added limiters so that nobody peaks anymore, which is great. If you go to centrance.com, centrance.com/portcaster, you can read all about this thing, and they're doing a pre-order where you can get it on a discount. If there is any audio engineer developer that I will back 100%, it's Michael Goodman at Centrance.
Yes.
They make the awesomest stuff. I showed you guys when we were doing our socially distanced water coolers. I showed you guys the Mic Port Pro that plugged into my broadcaster and made it sound like a broadcaster.
I love how
And that's
small
a
it is,
USB interface.
Yeah.
It's the size of a cigar. This one is the size of a pack of fucking cigarettes.
By the way, all of Mike's sizing analogies have to do with smoking products.
True. True. Anyway, so go to centrance.com, and if you get in early, you can get it at a good price.
Yes.
And I know a lot of you guys are into podcasting, and you want to make it as simple as possible. There's also a mini USD space in there and a record button. So all you really need to do a podcast is a thing that's the size of a pack of cigarettes,
Yes.
2 microphones, and 2 cables.
How big are
Easy.
the microphones?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're
Slightly
about
larger than a
the
cigar?
size- No, they're about the size of my small ball.
Small ball. Okay. Cool.
The little, we call it the footer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about the size of the footer. Anyway, that's where you can go for me, and
Yes.
and I won't steer you wrong. I promise.
I trust Mike 1,000,000%.
Thing looks
Tweet
pretty dope.
tweet him at Los Angeles if you have any questions about the product. He'll be happy to answer them. As for me, I'd like to tell you guys about ZipRecruiter. Hiring can be challenging, but ZipRecruiter makes it fast and easy. One CEO, Allie, she needed to hire for a multifaceted role at his wallpaper company. Oh, it's Ali. Sorry. One. I guess I should edit that. Caitlin's all laughing at me. All right. I got to tell you guys about ZipRecruiter. Hiring can be challenging, but ZipRecruiter makes it fast and easy. One CEO, Ali.
Can you just wrap the goddamn show and do this in post?
I keep saying Ali. I keep wanting to say Ali. All right, hold on.
I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette
No,
so I don't
you
hold
can't.
you guys up. So I don't hold you
If
guys
you
up for the next
disappear
show.
in the video, they're going to know.
Just not in the video.
Oh no, we keep it in the video. Yeah. Bye guys. I'll see you for the Patreon show. That's okay, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a great plug, Dawson. Also, I got to tell you guys about ZipRecruiter. Hiring can be challenging, but ZipRecruiter makes it fast and easy. The one CEO, Ali, needed to hire for a multifaceted role at his wallpaper company. He needed...
You were doing good. What happened?
What the fuck was that pause?
What's going on, dude?
I can't now. I'm like...
Oh, no.
Give me the fucking thing.
It's been a
I'll read
while
this.
since we've done a live
I got
read.
this.
Do you? Do you got this, Chris?
I had to look
Like
away
you got the
just so
framing
I
on the
wouldn't look
camera?
at you.
I've been
Caleb-
sitting here the whole fucking time with my knees on YouTube.
I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the screen. I'm just seeing it behind it. This. Just like
Yeah. I'm amazed he's not making sound.
Great plug, Dawson.
That's a great plug, Dawson. Also, want to tell everybody about ZipRecruiter. Hiring can be challenging, but ZipRecruiter makes it fast and easy. Okay, that's a great plug, Dawson. Also, want to tell you guys about ZipRecruiter.
Oh, God. This is completely gone off the rails, dude.
Patreon is going to be a disaster.
Chill.
You're the one who needs to chill.
Okay, that's a great plug, Dawson. Also, want to tell.
We should all leave.
I think we
I'm
should.
No, for the video, let's all leave. Let's just all leave. Just goes, that's an awesome plug, Dawson. I also have to tell you guys to go to ZipRecruiter. Fucking, come on, let's do it. It's the only way he's getting through it, and it's hilarious.
I'm done. Do your plug.
This is so weird.
I'll look from the booth.
That's a great plug, Dawson. Also want to tell everybody about ZipRecruiter. Hiring can be challenging, but ZipRecruiter makes it fast and easy. One CEO, Ali, needed to hire for a multifaceted role at his wallpaper company, Walls Need Love. He was looking for someone who is the right fit for his team and culture, but his search was slow going. So what did he do? He turned to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology identifies the right people for your job and actively invites them to apply, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/interview. That's how Ali found Savannah Ray. Ali said Savannah's skills and experience were a great match for the role, plus she applied within a few days after he posted the job. Through ZipRecruiter, Ali has hired everyone from his head of marketing to his sales director to his lead graphic designer. But Ali's not the only employer who loves ZipRecruiter. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself how ZipRecruiter makes hiring faster and easier. Try it now for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/interview. That's ZipRecruiter.com/interview. ZipRecruiter.com/interview. All right, that'll do for Watercooler. We'll see you on Patreon. Thanks so much for tuning in. We love you.